Ladies and gentlemen, the Beer Keggers are now in the semifinals, game number 2. This time they're at the Moonstars. They blew the Moonstars out of the water in their last game at home. And now, what's going on? They're epic. Welcome. The Beer Keggers are going to be up first. The Woodsman will be coming up, the first baseman, number 1, Bojack Woodsman. We've gotten some input already from some of you guys for the next version of the game. Season 3 of the Beer Keggers will be on Super Mega Baseball 3. We'll get the custom teams built. It's going to take a little bit of time, by the way, as it's quite a bit of customization they have to do. Have to build everything from scratch, basically. All these balls are coming in low for Woodsman. That's going to be in the strike zone. So now we're at full count. He's going to have to hit that one because that was in the strike. Coming in slow. Oh, and as I'm trying to chat, not really paying attention here. The Woodsman gets struck out on the first at-bat as Mariana Beer comes up to the plate secondly. Some kind of weird curveball there is going out. Oh, no. Beer swung at that one way too high. That one was curving over the plate. That would have been strike number 3. She swings at it. Okay, so all these balls are going fouls. I'm trying to tell you what's going on, so we'll just wait. All right, so the second baseman dives for it, stops the ball cold, however, doesn't get it up in time off the first. Mariana makes the first, one away, and balls deep, slides up to the plate to try to do something right here. And that he does. He sends it out in the pocket, deep out at center. So balls comes to second. Mariana heads home for the first run for the Beer Keggers on the board, 1-0 with one away. And KungfuBeer steps up to the plate next. Nice shaved beard, something that I'm missing right now due to the situation that's going on. Can't wait to get it cut up again. That one goes just past first baseman. He makes it to first. His brother goes to third base. And now, Cuddle Bonner Hinkie, 783 average, a homer, 9 RBIs just in the playoffs. He was the league RBI hitter. That's going to get caught. Oops, why didn't I get everybody back? Damn it. I went the wrong way. Wasn't paying attention. And so Beer got tagged out at first. That's okay. One on the board for the Beer Keggers. The bottom of the first, Moonstars is setting Vincino up first, facing Chris Dirtbag. Is this that Chris Cornell looking dude? No, that was the other team, wasn't it? So here's the first pitch for Vincino from Dirtbaggers. It comes on the inside for ball number 1.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
And then we get a follow from J.C. Pittman. Thank you so much. Welcome. I hope you enjoy, as the Beer Keggers are currently in the playoffs. It is my birthday. Well, it is not yet my birthday. My birthday is, my actual birth time is at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. But I won't be streaming tomorrow, so today is the birthday stream. I will be on tomorrow on Barry Bogan's stream. Here's the Blonde Bomber, Herbert Hackman, back for more. Yeah, I'll be 49 years old here in a few hours.
Inside.
I was born exactly at 8 a.m., by the way. That one's in the zone, strike 1, so now the count is 1-1. You're watching the Beer Keggers in the playoffs, the semifinals. That one's getting smashed out of the park, as I've told you time and time again, with this bastard right here.
Thank you.
He hits those out of the park, and thank you so much for the happy birthday 1,000 bits from J.C. Pittman. Thank you, sir.
Number 23.
I appreciate it. So here's the brother of the Blonde Bomber, Gustafson, who has not smashed him out of the park yet on us. However, so Beard dives for that, doesn't quite get to it. Balls picks it up. He's going to send it to Mariana on second. So the score is now tied 1-1. I think there was one out. Rafi Slaps comes up.
Well, my baby loves them biddies.
Thank you so much, man. I've completed 48 years, so Eric's going to drop in 48 bits for every year. Thank you so much for those bits. There is one out. That's going to Deputy Dog is going to fire at the second. Beer fires at the first. Double play. Third out. And King of the Aces sneaks on in here. What's going on, King? King of the Aces.
Well, my baby loves them biddies. Thank you.
Oh, man, another 48. Thank you so much again, J.C. Pittman. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Now batting.
So here's our pitcher, Chris Dirt Baggis. He's back up on the, this first time him batting in the postseason. Gets that right to second. They're going to fire it to first. He's out at first. Thank you so much, NM, for the happy birthday wishes.
Number 69, the right
Dirty
fielder.
Kurt. Hey, guys. Well, he's going to come up next with one away. And he smashes that right out to right, goes past the right fielder. He's headed to second. I don't know if he's going to make it, but he's going to try. He's there safe. So a double for him. One out. Thank you, King of the Ace, for the happy birthday as well. Here's Nail Clipper Flipper coming up to the plate. Not a good average. He's going to say, oh, I need to go back the other way. Dirty Kurt needs to go back as that's getting caught out at center field. So out number 2 happens. Dirty Kurt makes it back in time.
Now
And
batting,
Sidewinder
number
Kapowie
13, the catcher.
walks up to the plate. 727 average. I didn't see the amount of RBIs. I think it was 6. Kapowie hits that first one and drills it foul. So now there's 2 outs. That one also goes foul. The Kapowie fan club is going crazy with 2 strikes. 2 outs. 1 runner on. Scores tied. That goes to second. Gets popped out the air. Sidewinder's out. No runs for the Beer Keggers as the Moonstars sending Clubber Buff first to bat. Windy Wheels will follow. As I have to adjust my headphones
Now
here.
batting,
Clubber
number
Buff,
29,
who's not batted
the
yet
catcher.
in the postseason. 3 times. Yeah, no kidding. So everybody's going crazy for the Kapowie fan club. Dirt Baggis is now pitching to Buff, the catcher. That goes to him on the mound. He fires first after he pulls his sleeve out of his armpit. Out number 1 happens.
Number 11, the
Windy
center
Wheels,
fielder.
357. Average 1 RBI so far for Wheels. Center fielder receives the pitch, hits it straight up in the air. Beer's running back for it. Turns around, looks like he might pull this in. Out number 2 happens.
Now batting,
And now
number
we have
10,
Lackey
the right
Luster,
fielder.
who has 3 RBIs himself. Not a very good batting average. Don't let him fool you on that, though, as he's... Beer dives for it in the air, fires at the Bojack. Out number 3, as she got that there just in time. And now the Beer Keggers are back to the top of the order. Bojack Woodsman, the first baseman, is up first for the Beer Keggers. And Mariana Beer will be following him up.
Now batting, number 1, the
The
first
769 average himself, no homers, but 5 RBIs in the postseason. Woodsman has been doing pretty well. He sends that out into the audience there. That one's right out in the hole there just before right, so he makes it to first. No bubbles, no troubles,
baseman. Now batting,
no outs.
number
Mariana
21,
Beer
the
walks to the
second
plate.
baseman.
You saw her smash a couple home runs so far, at least 1. That's going to be a strike on the outside edge of the plate over. Strike number 1. That floats just past shortstop. She'll make it to first. Bojack proceeds to second base. And the score is
Now
tied at
batting,
1.
number 74,
Brandon Balls,
the left
who
fielder.
has a double and RBI, just killing it in the postseason. He's up now. He swings that just a little too early, sends it foul. Strike number 1. Almost takes out the pitcher. Oh, what's going on? What's going on, Mariana? What are you doing? What are you doing, Mariana? What's going on? Let's get everybody back. Okay, so we're going to be in some sort of weird pickle here. All right, so everybody gets back. Mariana slides in. Everybody's all over the place.
Now
Okay.
batting, number
Well,
71,
Listen,
the
the
short
birthday dude's up right now, so if he gets a grand slam right here, it would be incredible. But the pitcher's not going to give him a pitch he can hit. That one comes on the inside off his knees. Ball 1. That goes down the line, so it won't be a grand slam, but it will be quite the RBI as he heads to second, now headed to third. He slides in. Oh, they drop it. So it's a triple with 3 RBIs, just shy of the grand slam he needed for a spectacular event. However, it's still 3 runs scored. He's on third. And here's Matariki. Oh, he hits that one. That one went way too high. That's a simple out. Beer tags off. He heads home. That's 5-1 now as Beer comes and taps the plate. Chris Dirtbags is up for the second. No, we started with Bojack on this inning. So Dirtbags lets that first one go. That's a strike. He'll smash that to short. He'll be out at first. The Moonstars are starting to have a few errors here and there, but they seem to, at least for now, turn the corner on giving out the errors. Here's Dirty Kurt with 2 away. Right in the shortstop. That's 3 away. 5 on the board total for the Beer Keggers, with 4 runs behind. The Moonstars are sending Rodney Park up first to bat.
Now batting, number 44, the shortstop.
231 average, as I say with bubble voice. No homers, 1 RBI for Rodney Park. Dirtbagus doesn't want to be a statistic for him. That one heads out foul into the stands. He swings at that one and comes up with none of it. That's strike number 2. That one goes to Beer, who picks it up weirdly, slams it first just in time. Out number 1.
Now batting, number 19,
Woodrow, 500 average, 1 RBI, no homers. The Dirtbagus, she doesn't have much contact there. Sends the first one low as a fastball. He does swing at that one and doesn't hit any of it, doesn't contact it. That's a swing and a miss for strike number 2. He does get a piece of that one, sends it sky high. Dirtbagus comes off the mound, calling for it. Out number 2. Vicino, who was the top of the order, the first to bat, is now back up top of the order here with 2 away. And does get a piece of that slider, sends it out. Big Slick's calling for it. Hauls in, out number 3, and no runs scored for the Moonstars at the bottom of the 3rd. Now Clipper Flipper will be first to bat for the Beer Keggers at the top of the 4th, and Kapawi will be up next.
Now batting, number
The Flipper does have a homer and 5 RBIs, but only a .435 average, just shy of the 50-50 mark. He smashes that out. That increases the average there as he gets on first, sends it out to center field. Now Kapawi, who does not have home runs in the postseason, 6 RBIs, however, no outs. Flipper's on first. Smashes that one, drills it past short. So now Clipper goes to second. Kapawi eventually makes it to first. And now you got 2 runners on with no outs. Bringing up the top of the order, Bojack Woodsman, who is 1 for 2 so far in the game. He lets that one come right over the center of the plate. He lets it go strike number 1. That one, let's see, we got to go back. We got to go that way. Okay, everybody gets back to base just in time. Woodsman gets popped out at left.
Now batting,
Barely everybody makes it back in time. Marion and Beer with 2 outs, 2 for 2 today so far. Lets that one come in. Ball as it's just a little too high, but it is over the plate. He gets a piece of that, sends it over second baseman. All right, Kapawi was trying to make it to third, but had to turn around and go back. So she turns back. The runner scores, puts another run on the board for the Beer Keggers. And now we have Big Slick with 1 out, 2 runners on. He gets a piece of that one, sends it out just to the left of center field. Big Slick's coming into second, sliding. And he's there as 2 runs score. At tacking on to his RBI count. Kung Fu Beer, birthday boy, he's up next with 1 out. Lets that first one go a little low. Ball number 1. That one goes past shortstop, who can't quite get to it. So again, that's 2 RBIs. He's coming in a second. Hot slides in. He's saved 2 more RBIs for Beer. 9-1 is the score. As Mr. Reliable, who's starting off the game not so much, 0-1, hits that first one right out the center, who slides for it, picks it up off the ground as Beer comes sliding home safe. The RBI for Reliable on first. The pitcher, Dirt Bagus, who is not starting off the game well himself, 0 for 2. Hits that one down the line. That's going foul. Well, that's considered a strike there. That goes out into the pocket, so Dirt Bagus makes it the first, potentially second. He's headed there now. Crossing third and headed home is Huddle Hinky. So Chris Dirt Bagus with an RBI and a double himself. Dirty Kurt, 1 for 2 today. So 50-50. 609 average, slightly better than 50-50. Lets the first one go out of the box low. Ball number 1. That goes to second baseman. He's not going to make it. So he eventually makes it there as the ball is already on another base. So he's out number 2 is now Clipper Flipper, who's also 50-50 right now. Steps up, smashes it out to center. Flipper makes it to first, and whoever the hell that was running home took them forever. So with 2 away, Kapowi's back up. Last time she was up, there was 2 away. She didn't get on base, but maybe she has another chance here. Strike 1 goes over the plate. Kapowi lets it go. That's too high once again. So she went for it, hit it up. Out number 3 happens. Kapowi is not having the same. She's having an average day once again. Things can turn around. At the top of the 4th, the Beer Keggers added 7. And now the Moonstars are sending the Blonde Bomber, who has the only run of the game,
Now
Herbert
batting,
Hackman.
Number 22, the third baseman.
Dirt Bagus is going to come in, try to intimidate him, get him off the plate there, let him know what's going on here. So that shook him up just a tiny bit. That one comes in as a strike. That catches him swinging. And he hits that one foul. So now he has 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's go. Dirt Bagus sends the one in and catches him swinging, paying for that home run he got earlier with a strikeout as Gustafson, who had a single his last at-bat, follows his brother. What's going on, Mom's Game Hard? Tomorrow's my birthday, but we're celebrating it today. There is strike number 1. I think tomorrow we're just playing like goofing around with everybody, but today, Beer catches that one and throws it to first just in time. Out number 2 happens. Thank you so much, Eric, for the happy birthday wish as well. Raffy Slaps is now coming up with 2 away. The first pitch comes in and goes right to the Sidewinder. Eventually gets to the Bojack. Out number 3. And now it gets interesting. 12-1 is the score at the top of the 5th. The Beer Keggers are sending the top of the order Bojack Woodsman up first, who's 1 for 3 today. Not that great, not that bad. And hopefully they can pull the lead away as Woodsman has some confidence going for him. He hits the first one a little bit too early, goes foul. That goes to second baseman, out one, deflating the confidence of the Woodsman. The lovely Mariana Beer steps up to the plate. It smashes that right out to center. So Mariana's on first. Her brother-in-law, Big Slick, Brandon Balls, comes up first. Or comes up next, I should say. We got to have her put on her glasses, too, so she can eat her food. All right, so Big Slick almost hits Mariana. So Big Slick's on first, Mariana's on second. And Birthday Boy steps up to the plate now with 1 away. He smashes that one, but it goes foul. Strike number 1. Oh, he gets the edge of that one. It's good enough. It puts him on first base. Mariana stops at third. So with one away, Mr. Reliable, who's 1 for 2. It's funny when I say that because he's reliable for a lot of times. Sometimes he's not so much. Well, but he's reliable there as he hits it out deep into the pocket. Therefore, he's going to second. Sliding in there, or standing up, and everybody else clears the field, adding to the lead the Beer Keggers have. Chris Dirtbagus 1 away. He's up. He got on base his last at bat. He lets that first one go on the outside. Ball number 1. He smashes that one just past the pitcher. Can't quite get to it. And who's coming in? Potter slides in, and it's out. Somebody clipped the last one that happened, and in slow motion, you could clearly see they were safe. So, whatever. Whatever. Motter was there, I believe. So it's that close. And this idiot is throwing them all over the dirt, trying to get the ball dirty. As Reliable sends that right into the third baseman for the out number 3. With that mishap of the Beer Keggers, only 3 out went on the board, but still 15. So they're having a healthy lead. 14-point game. Bottom of the 5th, Moonstars sending Clever Buff back up, who's 0 for 1 today.
Now batting, number 29, the catcher.
0 for 1, 0. So he really hasn't. I guess this was his first at bat today. He lets that first one go in. Strike number 1. He pushes him off there. Dirtbags ain't playing around with this guy. He hits it right to Dirtbags, who picks it up, fires it off the first out. Number 1.
Now batting, number 11.
Mr. Windy Wheels with the 333 average and 1 RBI comes up. Got a lot of speed, not a lot of no, actually he does have a pretty good amount of content. Not a lot of power, it says. So everybody runs for it, fires it first just in time as Speedo makes it there. It's shy of the ball getting there, so he's out, number 2. All right. Safe by a hair. Yeah, no. Oh, is that the one from before? Yeah. Except that he wasn't safe, unless that's today's, Arlo. He was out, I think. So we got the right fielder, Lackey Luster, with 2 away, bottom of the 5th. Chris Dirtbagus fires it in there. Oh, it goes straight back into the cage there, right behind the plate. That catches him swinging for strike number 2. Dirtbags picks a curveball for his hopefully final pitcher. That's going to be a little high. That's a 1 and 2, 2 outs. He hits that one foul into the dugout. Let's see what this does. That pushes him off, a little intimidating. Dirtbags fires this one in there, and that catches the corner of the plate. Out number 3. Strikeout for Dirtbags. No run scored for the Moonstars at the bottom of the 5th. Top of the 6th is the Beer Keggers with Nail Clipper Flipper, who is 2 for 3 today. Or else Kapowie follows up at 1 for 3 today.
Now batting number 99, the third baseman.
Oh, I was safe. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, that's a beautiful smash hit down the line as he goes to second base and he holds up. So that's a double for Flipper. And now Kapowie comes up, who needs to turn her game around, or her fan club might abandon her. And she gets a piece of it on the edge of the bat. She's out. That was my fault, not Kapowie's. Should not have swung at that. So Kapowie goes back to the dugout. 1 for 4. Bojack's not doing much better. That's going to go a little low. Ball number 1. Oh, down the line. Look at that. That's a beautiful shot. Woodsman can't place that any better as he heads to second. He's probably not going to make that. So he heads back right at the last second. Slides in head first. He's safe back on first. Somehow makes it back.
Number 21.
And that's a single for him. An RBI as well. And now Mariana Beer's up. That one rolls off, like 20 feet in front of the plate. Beer fires it over third baseman, jumps for it, can't quite get to it. And Woodsman crosses second, headed to third. He's going to hold up there. Beer makes it to second. Puts Bojack in scoring position on third. Big Slick, Brandon Balls, now comes up. He's pretty jacked right now. It hits Balls. He's pissed. He limps over to first. Bases are loaded once again. The silver lining. Happy birthday, KungfuBeer has a chance now to do it again. Not like that, though. That's going way out. Ball number 1. Well, that's going to be an RBI at least. All right, Beer holds up on, Mariana holds up on third. Kung Fu makes it to first. Now Reliable comes up. Yeah, charges him out. Yeah, no kidding. Go out there and smash him in the head with the bat. Here's Reliable. Also out to short, so that's a single advance for everybody. Kapowie finally, or no, that's Mariana Beer who finally crosses the plate. Another score. Here's Dirtbag is 2 for 4 today, so he is 500 average with 1 RBI. Why did you hit that, dude? Everybody needs to go back. Oh, it falls, damn it. Nobody, oh man. They didn't catch that clusterfuck back there. Everybody's staring at it. It falls right between them. The one in the few times that it's not caught, and there's a force out because of it. That goes to second. That's out number 3. 18-1. As the Moonstars retire the Beer Keggers top of the 6th with only 3 runs damage added. Rodney Park will be 0 for 1 up first. And then Bert Berger will be following.
Now batting number 44, the shortstop.
214 average, 1 RBI, no homers. This idiot is the shortstop that flies through the air and catches him miraculously. And this idiot dives for it but can't quite get to it. So it goes out to Reliable, fires it off to second. Holding the runner at first, Bert Berger is rattled and fit, but let's see if he even bats, because usually they don't. Nope, he doesn't. You're going to put Dale Nell in. So Dale Nell doesn't have a whole lot of speed. So let's see what happens. His Dirtbag is fires at him. Thank you so much for the stream, Mom Games Hard. Here's Dirtbag with the second pitch. That comes in on the inside for ball number 2. He swings at that one all day. He gets no lunch on that one. And that same thing goes there. He lets that one go by, though, instead of swinging for it. So we got 2-2. And that strikes him out. You don't know what to do. Covers his face in disgust as he heads out of here. And Pepe Vecino, 0 for 2 today with 1 away, faces Dirtbagus. He gives everything into that and gets none of it out of it. That one he does hit foul. So now you got 2 strikes on Vecino with 1 out. He gets a piece of that. Bojack can't quite get to it. It goes foul anyways. Well, here we go. We got to pick the right pitch for the job, and that's it. Look at that. Drool coming out of his mouth, tongue hanging down. He is so disgusted with his performance. He heads in. The blonde bomber. This son of a bitch is what I was going to say. Takes the first one as strike number 1. He hits that one straight up, goes into the cages. So now we're at 2 strikes, no balls, 2 outs. He does hit that one up. Kapowie's running for it and catches it. Out number 3. The Beer Keggers continue on the defensive side with no runs scored for the Moonstars. The bottom of the 6th. The Beer Keggers got Nail Clipper Flipper coming up first. Oh, yeah, faces. I love that. And Super Mega Baseball 3, there's going to be even more of those animations. So I can't wait to get that. I'm waiting to play it until I get all the customization, and you guys will watch me play it for the very first time as well. Flipper hits that one, drills it into the third baseman. Out number 1 as Kapowie is not having a Kapowie day. Fan club, speak up for Kapowie as here's the first pitch. It's coming in low. Ball number 1. He likes that one, but hits it too slow, so that's foul. That's what we're talking about. Kapowie hits it out deep. into center. Kapawi crosses first, headed to second. He's coming in eventually, slides safe for a double. Low scoring game. I mean, it's been pretty high lately. So the Kapawi fan club speaks up, and Kapawi listens and gets a double out of that one. One away, Woodsman's back up, hits the first one foul. That goes grounder past second. So Kapawi crosses third, heading home. Woodsman with an RBI heads to second. The double RBI. Kapawi eventually makes it home. I don't know if she's limping or what. She's definitely not a speedy one. Here's Mariana Beer, who is sometimes 5 for 5 today so far with one away. Woodsman's on second. He drills that one foul. Strike number 1. That's going to the shortstop. Let's see. So Mariana gets the first. Woodsman is in a pickle. And so is Beer. Woodsman slides in first, or back head first to second. So Beer gets on first, Woodsman to second safely. Big Slick comes up now, who's 4 for 4 today. One away, 2 runners on. That's going to be a little bit too low for ball number 1. That's on the inside for ball number 2. He likes that one. It's a bouncer. That's going to be a double play, as Big Slick definitely don't have his gears oiled up to make it there in time. So 1 run on the board for the Beard Keggers. The low-scoring game of 19-1 as the 7-inning stretch happens now. The Moonstars are sending the second brother of the Bombers, the second blonde bombing duo there, Gustafson, left fielder. I'm looking right here to see what pitch to throw him. Sidewinder sends a signal, and the first one comes in as a strike as he watches it go by. He swings at that one, hoping for a fastball, and it was not. Therefore, it whiffs by him. And striking him out, he says, he's out of here. He wanted to do some damage, and he got damage himself to his reputation. Rafi Slaps is now following up there. The first baseman, same kind of deal. He's swinging everything into it, and there's nothing there yet. That one curves in for a strike, number 2. He does get a piece of that one, sends it foul. Dirtbaggers gets a signal, sends that in there. That's on the inside for ball number 1. He does get a piece of that. Beer, he stops it somehow. It's not going to be fast enough. And the runner's safe at first, but he did stop it from becoming a double. Clubber Buff is going to follow now. 0 for 2 today. Nothing on the postseason. The first ball goes strike, number 1. Powey's ready for a steal, but that doesn't mean she's going to get it there in time. The second ball comes in swinging and missing.
Foul ball.
So now we got all fouls, or all strikes, no balls, 1 out. And that catches him. He throws his bat. Dirtbag is like, yeah, I got this. So we got 2 strikeouts in this inning. Wendy Wills with 1 RBI, 313 average. Runner on first, 2 away. Watches the first one come in on the outside. Ball number 1. He was fooled by that one. He swings, misses. He gets a piece of that one. That turns into strike number 2. 1 ball. So either you get 3 balls, you get 4 balls. Well, let's just throw this to first. That's out number 3. I was trying to explain it, but I wasn't quick enough. So basically, you get enough pitches. You either get 4 balls or 3 strikes. You hit it, you run to the bases. You score when you hit the plate. That's how baseball is. She always says she doesn't get the game, but really that simple. Birthday boy comes up, who's 5 for 5 today. Nothing huge yet. And that's not either. That's right in the second baseman's mitt. Out number 1. No candles for you, sir, as Cuddle Water Hinky is going to come up next with 1 away. He hits that just past third base, so he gets on first. It's a nice single there for Mater Hinky, as the pitcher, Dirtbag, is 2 for 5 today, comes up next. Great pitcher, not a great hitter. Hits that bouncing ball to right out the short. Double play for Dirt Bagus. Continues his poor streak of hitting. No runs for the Beer Keggers, the top of the 8th. The Moonstars have 2 more opportunities to try to catch up. At the bottom of the 8th, Lackey Lester is going to be the first with the strikeout, his last at bat.
Now batting, number 10.
So they kick a touchdown, never. If you see a touchdown here and a touchdown, they're doing something wrong. I think that's a different sport. You can make a touchdown or you can kick a field goal, but you can't really kick a touchdown, and you know this. Playing with my emotions here as Big Slick picks that up, and I guess he fires at the second eventually.
Now batting, number 4.
So here's Rodney Park. Yeah, you're turning the screws. Putting on the pressure. Ida is trying to school us. Oh, Dirtbaggers can't get to it. That goes to second. He tries to fire at the time. Double play as the beer couple get that one fired off the first in time. All right, so Deft Webbums is in no shape to bat. Rusty Bustum's coming up. He has no speed. He's kind of weak right now, so Dirtbaggers is going to give him everything. And everything turns into strike number 1 right down the middle. He lets it go. He does get a piece of that one. Hits it straight up in the air. Big Slicks calling for it out at left. Pulls that in. Out number 3. No score for the Moonstars. The top of the 9th, the Beer Keggers' last at bat in the game. Dirty Kurt, 1 for 5. They have an 18-point lead right now. Dirty Kurt is not leading any of the stats in this game, as he is 1 for 5 with just a double. That goes out and gets him on first, though, so that will help increase his stats. Single for Kurt as Nail Clipper, who is 3 for 5 so far in the game. That's the first one come in on the inside. Ball number 1. That goes to shortstop. Frickin' double play again. Oh, no, that gets picked up off. All right, if it was on the ground, it would have been a double. However, Kurt makes it, and Kurt gets out. Nail Clipper, whoever the heck that was. Oh, Kurt. Oh, and then Nail Clipper, Sidewinder doesn't make it in time because she's too slow. So now you got 2 outs. Woodsman's back up. The Powie got nailed out, as did Nail Clipper Flipper. Woodsman hits that out in a nice spot, goes past the center fielders. Woodsman's on 2. Dirty Kurt comes in, taps the plate. 20-1 is the score now, as Mariana Beer with 2 outs, 5 for 6 on the day, 1 homer in the playoffs, 15 RBIs. Potentially the last batter. Not the last batter, as she's going to take a double here with an RBI as Woodsman crosses the plate. So Beer heads towards third, turns around, gets back to second. Big Slick's back up. 4 for 5 today. He does have 2 homers, 2 outs. Beer's on second. He hits that out. Oh, second baseman dives for it. Beer's crossing and going home. Big Slick heads back to first. 22-1 is now the score at the top of the 9th with 2 away. And here's the Silver Lining himself. Punching that out to center, so he goes to first. Big Slick makes it to second.
Now batting number
Reliable
73,
walks up
the center
with
field.
2 on, 2 outs. The last batter potentially for the Beer Keggers of the game. It's that one, foul ball, strike number 1. Right to second, out number 3. That was it. I called it. 3 on the board for the Beer Keggers to end their batting streak of 22 overall. Moonstars have 3 outs remaining with 1. Encino, the top of the lineup, is going to come up first. He's rattled,
25,
as he should
the
be.
second baseman.
This is the second game of the semifinals, and the Moonstars currently are getting ready to bow out. And if they do, as Dirtbag sneezes on the mound, if they bow out, the Beer Keggers will proceed to the final game of the playoffs. So with now 2 strikes, 1 ball for Vincino. Dirtbag sends that one just a little too low. He's been pitching the entire game. That was over the plate, but it goes foul. Let's see if we can do something tricky here. 2-2. That's a little too high. Full count. He does get a piece of that. It goes right to Beer, who's going to fire it to first. Out number 1, 2 left. Here comes this son of a bitch who smokes the balls into next year. By the time it lands, it'll be Beer's next birthday, his 50th. However, he doesn't get a piece of that. Dirtbag has another sneeze or something. He wipes his nose. Here comes the next pitch, and it gets him right there. He tips it. Dirtbag fires for a second out. 1 out remaining as the second blonde bomber brother, who's 1 for 3 today, facing Dirtbag. He could be potentially the very last batter. He hits that one straight in the air. It's looking good for the Beer Keggers as Mariana Beer is calling that at second. Out number 3. The Beer Keggers win that one, and they head into the finals. The final, I don't know what the hell the World Series, I guess you call it. The Moonstars go home disgraced once again in the playoffs, 22-1. No home runs by anybody except for the blonde bomber on the Moonstars, but it didn't help him out. The one pitcher we had was Chris, the top 3, his birthday boy at number 1, his wife at number 2, and his brother in the top 3 slots of today's game. The World Cup, the Masters, yeah. Yep. Edie's got jokes, everybody. As we get back to the season hub, and we can see if we're playing anybody here. Well, we are going to be playing them. But the Beer Keggers zero them out. Therefore, they're moving on, and we either have the Bee Wolves or the Wild Pigs that we're going to be playing. Let's see what happens. First game, or second game. Eyes up. Now the Bee Wolves are facing the Beer Keggers in the final game. The final games. The league championship. There's 3 games set. The Beer Keggers are hosting first the Bee Wolves. And Jeanette Dreyer will be the first pitcher at on the mound facing the Bee Wolves, who have a pretty good team. I think we played them before. So let's get things started here. I'm going to need just a minute to get some more water, and I'll be right back in a second. So if you're watching us on YouTube, sports fans, we will see you guys in the next one. If you're live here on Twitch, stay tuned about 45 seconds as we kick the next one off. Give me 1 second.